نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونستهديه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له، وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، وأشهد أن محمدًا عبده ورسوله صلى الله عليه وسلم. بلغ الرسالة وأدى الأمانة ونصح الأمة وكشف الله به الغمة، وتركنا على المحجة البيضاء ليلها كنهارها لا يزيغ عنها إلا هالك. اللهم أجزه خير ما جازيت نبيا عن أمته. أما بعد، فإن أصدق الكلام كلام الله، وخير الهدي هدي نبينا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم، وشر الأمور محدثاتها، وكل محدثة في الدين بدعة، وكل بدعة ضلالة، وكل ضلالة في النار. أما بعد, my brothers, I remind myself and remind you and advise myself and advise you to remember Allah, to be aware that Allah is listening, watching you wherever you are. So fear Allah, be pious, be righteous. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء، واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم، ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما. أما بعد, my brothers, there is a paradise on earth and there is a paradise in heaven. The Muslim will not enter the paradise in heaven if he did not enter the paradise on earth. The paradise in earth is sincerity. All your deeds must be sincere for the sake of Allah. If your deeds or actions, your ultimate goal for these actions or deeds to please people, to please human beings like you, and this is what we call hypocrite. So your deeds must be for the sake of Allah. There is a story was narrated by Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu. Abu Hurairah was in Medina, and he was from the latest people died after Rasulullah. He lived for a long time. So another companion, another Muslim came to Medina, and he found Abu Hurairah is giving some lectures or lesson or advice to many people in Medina. So this man approached Abu Hurairah and told him, Abu Hurairah, you attended Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You have narrated thousands of hadith for Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Would you please tell me one hadith which enlighten me and let me become aware of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? So Abu Hurairah, just about to tell this man hadith, he passed away. He completely went unconscious. He took a very deep breath and then he fainted. And he woke up. Then the man told him, I'm waiting for you. So Abu Hurairah said, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, and then he again went unconscious. And then he woke up again. 3 times When he just about to say the hadith, he went unconscious, because that hadith is really scaring, not only to him, to all nation of Islam, until the day of judgment. After he regained his strength and become conscious, then he said, I hear the Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam this particular hadith, and I want you, my brothers, to listen this hadith not with your ears, but with your heart. And you listen to me good. Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu said to this man, I have heard Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam say, there was a man who is the best one in reciting Quran. He spent all his life teaching Quran, memorizing Quran, reading Quran. He was a servant for the Quran. In the day of judgment, Allah called this man and he told him, you have served my book, the Quran. You have memorized my Quran. You have taught the Quran to thousands of people. Tell me, why did you do that? Allah is asking him in the day of judgment. So the man said, I did this for your sake, Allah. I taught Quran, I did this, and I did this, and I did this, and I did this, and I taught, and I learned the Quran, I taught the Quran, I memorized the Quran for your own sake. He said, you're a liar. You are a liar. Because I know what is in yourself more than you know what is in yourself. He said, you did this. You have taught Quran. You have memorized Quran. You have given lesson about Quran. Only so to please the people. You did this so the people give you very good compliment. And you got it. The people gave it to you. Then he will tell his angels, take him and drop him and throw him in hellfire. Because he was not sincere in teaching Quran for the sake of Allah. He was doing this to please the people, so the people point with their finger, oh, he is a very good in Quran. He were seeking the pleasure of the people. He was not seeking the pleasure of Allah. Another person, Mujahid. There is no battle took place during Rasulullah unless he joined them. He spent all his life for jihad. He was very good fighter. He was very good in using the sword and riding the horse. He was very good, in Arabic we call Faris. He was very good fighter. Then Allah brought him after he died. He said, why you make jihad fi sabilillah? You were doing this, you were doing this, you killed this, and you did. But I want to ask you why. So he said, I make jihad, Ya Allah, oh Allah, I make jihad for your sake. He said, you are a liar. You did not make jihad for my sake. You make jihad so to please the people. So the people collapse their hands for you, or whistles for you, or they put your name in the paper, or nowadays in the TV, in the all kind of media, saying he's a very good fighter. You did not fight for my sake. Angels take him and put him in hellfire. Number 3, a very generous spender. He spent all his money for the needy, for the poor, for the orphans, for building masajid, building school, orphan houses, everything he did participated. he did participate and spent all his money. He brought him Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He said, you were in the dunya before you come to me, you were spending, you are very generous spender. You have spent a lot of money for schools, for masajid, for orphans, for widows, and all kind of good things, you know. Why did you do that? So the man said, oh Allah, I said, I have spent all my money for your sake. He said, you are a liar. You did not spend it for money, because I know in yourself what you don't know. I know your intention, because I am Allah. I am the one who created you. So I know what is your intention. Your intention was to please the people, so the people, you know, give you good comments, compliments, and you got it. The people gave it to you. Take him and put him in hellfire. So my brothers, if you really do things for the sake of Allah, Allah will reward you. If you are doing things so that people sees you, give you compliment, talk about you, you just lost your time and you lost money and you spent it, you waste all your effort. So my advice to you, my brother, my advice to myself, really to make your all deeds for the sake of Allah. I quoted one ayah, so I don't make mistake in it. Look at what Allah said. من كان يريد الحياة الدنيا وزينتها ونوفي لهم أعمالهم وهم فيها لا يبخسون. Who intended doing things good, so he wants the pleasure of dunya, pleasure of life, we will give it to him. And we will not decrease anything. We'll give him full. We'll give him all what he deserves. But there, in the hereafter, he will have zero. So we really, if I am a wise person or a good Muslim, would I just spend things or doing things or do good deeds in life to please the people? This is what we call being hypocrite. All your deeds, everything you do in this life, good things of course, not bad things, should be for the sake of Allah. Should be sincere, you should be sincere for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Never do things just to please the people. Should be really for the sake of Allah. Also Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, من كان يريد لقاء ربه فليعمل عملا صالحا ولا يشرك بعبادة ربه أحد. Who wants to meet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the day of judgment, he should make good deeds. He should do good deeds and have no shirk. In other words, do not participate any person in your deeds for the sake, so the people so pleased about you. You should not have partner with Allah for any deeds you do. You should, all your deeds should be solely for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. أقول ما تسمعون وأستغفر الله لي ولكم فاستغفروه إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. الحمد لله حمدا كثيرا طيبا مباركا كما ينبغي لوجه ربنا وعظيم سلطانه، وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله صلى الله عليه وسلم. Some people, my brothers, when he entered the masjid, he started performing sunnah, and he intended to make it very long sunnah because somebody is watching him. He's not doing very long time sunnah for the sake of Allah, because other people are watching him. So his ultimate goal or his intention for making very long sunnah. You know, when he makes sujood very for 10 minutes sujood. When he make ruku', he make ruku' for 10 minutes. And he cried. This action has taken place, all right, in the time the people previous, before us, the righteous people, the real pious people. One of the scholars was sitting in the masjid and he saw a man who performing sunnah, and he stood for a long time when he's standing up, and he also make ruku' for a long time, and he makes sujood for a long time, where in the masjid, and he starts crying. So after the man is finished, after he completed his sunnah, the scholar called him. He said, "MashaAllah, you have did a very good sunnah." Then that man was pleased and he was like, "Thank you," he said, "Next time, if you want to make sunnah like this, do it at your home, do it at your house, because the sunnah should be in the house anyway." For your information, when you are finished the salah, Dhuhr, Asr, Maghrib, it's better to make the sunnah in your home, at your house. This is the sunnah. But it's no harm to make the sunnah in the masjid. But to avoid hypocrisy, you should go home. So the man told him, the scholar told this man, next time, don't do this such sunnah in the masjid. If you want to cry, cry at your house. Because here in the masjid, the shaitan will enter between you and Allah. And he will make everything you do good. Then your intention will swift. Your intention will swift and go to the people and instead of going to Allah. Because you feel people are watching you, looking at you. Then you will make your salah better and better and better. But if you're on your home, nobody sees you except Allah. Also, some people, when he want to wallet to give a beggar, a needy, any poor, so he look you down and he makes sure people are watching. So he take his wallet and he took 10 riyal and he make it very clear, you know, so the people see his money giving to the poor people. He lost his deed completely. He wasted his deed completely. I built masajid, he keep talking. I built masjid so and so. I have done this, I have done, I have done, I have done. He always looking for the pleasure of the people. He always wants people to talk about him. Maybe he spent millions of dollars for masajid, for orphan houses, for the needy, for the poor, for the widow, for the sake of the shaitan. And he thinks it is for the sake of Allah. Never ever involve the pleasure of the people with the pleasure of Allah. In other words, your deeds should be solely sincere for the sake of Allah. Never involve anybody else in your deeds. Never look for the pleasure of the people, or thankful, or comments, or compliment. If you want the compliment, you should look for the compliment of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And unfortunately, my brothers, I can assure you, I will not exaggerate if I say 70%, if it's not 80% of the Muslims are doing this. He wants people to talk about him. He wants the people, when they get together in a waiting room or in the paper or the TV, or so and so did this, so and so did this, so and so, and he's so pleased people talking about him. And he know he lost all his deeds. You will not find it there. Not only that, he will be thrown in the hellfire because he was a hypocrite, he was a liar. And so none of us wants his deed to be lost or to be thrown in the hellfire. Also, raise up your children on sincerity of Allah. Everything we do. اللهم لا تجعل الدنيا أكبر همنا ولا مبلغ علمنا ولا النار مصيرنا. حبب إلينا الإيمان، زينه في قلوبنا، كره إلينا الكفر والفسوق والعصيان يا رب العالمين. اللهم نسألك الإخلاص في القول والعمل. اللهم نسألك الإخلاص. Oh Allah, we ask you to make all our deeds sincere for you, sincere for you يا رب. اللهم يا رب أعنا على شكرك وذكرك وحسن عبادتك. اللهم أعز الإسلام والمسلمين، اللهم أعز الإسلام والمسلمين، اللهم أعز الإسلام والمسلمين. اللهم انصر إخواننا المجاهدين في سبيلك في كل مكان. اللهم انصر إخواننا المظلومين في كل مكان. اللهم عليك بمن ظلمهم وجردهم وشردهم وقتلهم. اللهم احصهم عددا واقتلهم بددا ولا تغادر من أحد يا رب العالمين. اللهم اهد أبناءنا وبناتنا، حبب إليهم الإيمان، زينه في قلوبهم، كره إليهم الكفر والفسوق والعصيان. اللهم يا رب اكفهم شر الأشرار وكيد الفجار. اللهم اصلح بناتنا، حبب إليهن يا رب العباءة والنقاب والحجاب، حبب إليهن العباءة والحجاب والنقاب. اللهم اكفهن شر التبرج والسفور، اللهم اكفهن شر التبرج والسفور والخروج للأسواق بالعطور والبخور ودخول أماكن الفسق والفجور، ودخول أماكن الفسق والفجور. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وتقبل منا إنك أنت كريم يا رب العالمين. لا تردنا خائبين. وصلى الله على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين، وآخر دعوانا الحمد لله رب العالمين.